Can we go thrift shopping?
What? So here I'm looking at the baby stuff. It's just the first section that you walk into. I don't usually pick up baby clothes or kids clothes, but sometimes I find nice like homemade blankets or vintage sheets or just like decorative ceramic type stuff, but this time I didn't really see anything interesting. This crib bumper was cute, but it was $8. In the books, I always look for Dr. Seuss because right now they're selling for crazy money, some of them. But of course, I didn't find the one I was looking for. The sock monkey was cute, but he was for display only. And the toy section, last time I found a huge bag of Power Ranger toys that I think I got for $5 or $10, and I ended up selling for like 80 bucks on Mercari. So that was a good find, but this time I didn't really find anything too nice. Mostly little Happy Meal toys or just cheap toys. Hot Wheels that I wasn't sure of the value on. These are some little G.I. Joe type toys. I was looking at those for a minute because I was trying to figure out if they were the good ones or just the off-brand. I couldn't really decide, so I just put them back. Still deciding. Here's some vintage pillowcases. I ended up opening some of them. They were cute, but I just ended up not getting them. They had like Barbie and some Disney ones. I think that was Cinderella. These pictures up here I look at every time I come in, and if they were a little cheaper I would probably pick them up, but maybe they'll go on sale eventually. They're actually Charmin advertisements, I found out when I googled it, for like the toilet paper. Here is a Monopoly game I ended up getting, and a puzzle that I put back. More baby stuff. The little rainbow clown guy, I look at him every time I come in there too, and I always end up putting him back. Maybe someday I'll pick him up. That guy right there. So cute. I just don't know if it's worth picking up, but and here's some more ceramics. This angel I looked at for a minute. I have some similar ones for sale right now. They've had some interest, but they haven't sold yet. Probably should have grabbed it, but I put it back. My camera kind of didn't focus properly here, but those were just some little ceramic figurines. I didn't get any of them this time. They're more cute though, little bears. This picture I've also been looking at every time I come, but it's $25, and it's very pretty, but the comps just didn't look worth grabbing it at that price, unfortunately. Here I'm looking at some old greeting cards. I've been looking for those lately. Didn't end up getting those ones. Here I'm looking for any needlepoint samplers, I think they're called. I've heard those can do well, but I didn't find any this time. I did last time I was there, though. I haven't listed them yet, but that's LuLaRoe. I usually don't pick that up anymore. Doesn't sell as good as it used to. Sometimes I'll pick it up for me, but I have enough of it for now. And here I'm just looking at dresses. I've been trying to pick up more vintage clothes. I'm kind of overwhelmed with clothes right now. I have, literally hundreds of clothing items to list, so I try not to pick anything up unless it's something really special, or lately I've been looking at vintage items, which I ended up finding some later. And that was a cute wax warmer, but I didn't get it. Bunch of shoes. I usually don't grab shoes anymore unless they are really special or really cheap, because I have just hundreds of shoes I need to list still. Didn't find any there. And that was a cute pillow, but I ended up putting it back. Sometimes I do really good with pillows that I find, especially like the needlepoint style pillows. I've sold a bunch of those. Here I'm looking at pajamas. I did end up grabbing a whole bunch of these after I found out they were on sale for about 75 cents a piece. I got all these Anthony Richard gowns, or muumuus, I don't know what people call them. I found these in the past, like maybe 5 of them, and every single one has sold. I mean, not for a ton of money, but you know, when you get them for 75 cents and you sell them for 10-15 bucks, that's a pretty good profit in my opinion. So I did grab all of these. That one was really pretty. And there's some scrubs. I have to wear that color for work. As you can see, that's what I'm wearing in my video, because I had just got off work. So I always look at those for myself, but I don't really need any more, so I ended up putting those back. I miss wearing my cute Disney scrubs and colorful scrubs. I don't like having a uniform. I prefer being able to pick what I wear, but it's the job I have now. This cute shirt I should have probably got. I really liked the print. It was a vintage shirt. It was really colorful and just like cool looking. I don't know why I didn't grab that. Pick it up. I didn't really find too many clothes. I always check the bras and lingerie stuff to find any Victoria's Secret or Fredericks of Hollywood, anything vintage. Well, not anything vintage, but you know, some nice vintage lingerie I've done really well with, surprisingly. One time I found a bunch of vintage, like, teddies, I think they're called, and I ended up selling them for quite a bit of money. I think I paid 50 cents for them. And more clothes, nothing too interesting. I didn't really look through every single piece because I was tired. That was a cute little dress, but it was some cheap, like, Dollar General brand. And this was a bucket of belts. I did grab one of the belts, this first one I think, the leopard print one that I'm picking up here. I've been trying to get like vintage belts, the stretch belts, or just any belts in general for styling purposes when I take pictures. Not so much to sell, but I've sold a couple of them. But mostly I'm just trying to pick them up for styling purposes and putting outfits together to take photos. I think I got that leopard one for 50 cents. And this red one, I don't know why I was interested in that one for a minute, but I didn't end up getting it. I think it might have been a better brand, but y'all like my tie-dye Crocs. Those are my favorite work shoes. I got all the little gibbets, the little charms. I also have a Disney pair that I just got recently that I really like. No, I always look at the art. I've been getting a lot of that lately, but I didn't find any here. But I do have a ton to list that I've gotten other places. I've been watching a lot of Dr. Lori, and she talks about art all the time. I think that's what's got me on this little art kick. This is more of the crafty needlepoint samplers. I know there's certain brands to look for. I think Basilica is one of them, and something about a gold label maybe. If I saw it, I would know it. I can't think of it right now, but I didn't see anything here. But I did get a bunch out of that bucket last time I was there. Just haven't listed it yet. those bowls were cute, but they were asking a little much for them for reselling. And that frame was really cute. It was a little nurse bear or doctor bear. Of course, I like that. And this was all vintage stuff that was really nice. It was good prices. It just wasn't good for reselling prices. But if you were a collector, it would be pretty decently priced. That was really pretty. It was like a grape bowl or a strawberry bowl. This I wanted for myself so badly. I collect vintage Pyrex, but they wanted a little much. It was $16 and I was on my $20 budget, so I didn't want to spend it all on myself for one item. But I might go back and get that if it's still there. That's one of my favorite patterns of Pyrex too. And this is just random little knickknacks in this section. Ties, more shoes, I think men's shoes. Some hats. I've done really well with hats also. A couple months ago I found a ton of Nascar hats. I think I ended up making $200 or $300 on. That was a great find. This little tin was cute. It has cats. I love cats, so anything cats, I always look at it, but I ended up putting it back. I wasn't sure what I would do with it. There's another cat, and it matches these picture frames that I found recently. But I think it's maybe that K's collection, like the cheap Dollar Tree stuff, so I didn't get it. And that bowl was really cute too. I think it looked handmade. It had initials carved on the back. I put it back. And then I found some cat books. This one on the bottom here was really cute. I actually ended up looking that one up, but it didn't have much resale value. It was from the 80s. It's like a little planner book. I thought it was super cute. Okay guys, so I ended up getting this Monopoly game and all 6 pair of those Anthony Richards pajamas, moo things, and that leopard print belt. The belt was 50 cents. The pajamas I found out were half off, so they were all 75 cents each. And then the game was $3.50. But if it doesn't have good comps, then my kids will probably want it. So I spent like 10 bucks total. But then on the way out, cut myself off. So there's like this dumpster on the side of the store, and somebody was hauling a truckload of stuff up here. And they had this amazing, like 8 foot tall or 6 foot tall, I don't know, grandfather clock that looked like really good condition. And I was like, oh my god, I have to have that. So I see them like pulling it out as I'm checking out, and I'm like, come on, give me my stuff. By the time I got out there, somebody else was already loading it into their truck. I was so heartbroken. Like, I probably could have sold that thing for at least several $100s. I looked up comps on eBay, and some of them have sold for like into the thousands to $10,000 range. So I was extremely devastated about that. But they did drop off. Oh, ignore all my horrible face things going on right now. My makeup's all worn off. I work night shift and I look a mess. But I did get like an entire collection of Anne Rice books, which I love Anne Rice, so if nothing else, I'll keep those. And I got this was all for free out of that stuff people were just tossing. I got, what else was it? Oh, a VCR DVD combo with like the remote and the manual. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. Some of those can go for a lot. I don't know anything about it, but it was free, so I just grabbed it. And I cannot think of what the other thing was. Oh, a vintage camera, like some kind of little point and shoot. Probably not worth anything, but it was free, so I just picked it up. If it's not worth doing anything with, I'll just re-toss it or donate it or whatever. So I'm going to the second thrift store now, and I will see you there. So here we are at the second thrift store. This is one of my favorite stores. It's local. That Precious Moments watch was really cute. I know Precious Moments isn't the most best-selling thing, but it was too cute not to pick up. I really need to be staying away from jewelry and watches. I've been getting those blue boxes or Shop Goodwill boxes for months now, and I just have tons and tons and tons of jewelry and watches that I need to list, and I just don't have the time to do it. That was a really cute keychain. It looked like maybe from the 90s. It was Looney Tunes. So I grabbed that. Most of this was like paparazzi and just cheaper costume jewelry, which I love costume jewelry. That's mostly what I sell, that I get from the blue boxes or Shop Goodwill. But I just have so much of it now that I need to go through and list. Someday I'm gonna sit down and have just a jewelry day, list all my jewelry. Stuff I have listed I've done really well with though. This art glass, not sure if it was a paperweight. It was a swan. I thought it was really pretty. I did end up picking that up. I didn't see any markings on it, but a lot of the times art glass doesn't have markings, so try to find out what it is with Google Lens maybe. That was really cute. Hello Kitty necklace. It kind of fell apart after I picked it up though, so I ended up not getting that. And these are little pins. I did find a cute vintage pin right there that I ended up getting. Those can do pretty well because a lot of people collect pins and brooches. I found a brooch one time in one of the Shop Goodwill boxes and sold it for double what the whole box cost just for that one piece. That was a really good find. I think those were headphones. More pins. I should have looked in that box. I wonder what was in there. And these are just little clip-on, vintage clip-on earrings. I was looking for any markings or stamps, signatures, whatever. Didn't see any. Probably a good thing because I also have hundreds of pairs of those that I need to get listed. More clip-ons. Didn't see any markings. Those were cute keychains. And the bracelets I checked to see if they were Bakelite, but they were not. And here we're looking at purses. They had some nice purses. They were just a little higher priced than what I was looking for that day with my $20 budget. Had already spent about half of it at the first store. These jackets were kind of nice. The second one I'm about to pull out here was a Nike Air Jordan Jumpman jacket. It was probably worth picking up, but they had it priced a little high. I think it was $6, and I just have so many clothes now. I try not to pick up clothes unless it's something really special. Here is my latest obsession, the plush. I had a whole cart full of this, you'll see in a minute. And that little box right next to this big box I'm looking at now had a sign that said 1 free per kid. So I didn't even look in that box because it was for the kids. But I thought this big huge bin was just to buy. That's how they were last time I was there. And they were like 25 cents a piece. But come to find out, the big box was also supposed to be free for the kids. But the cashier was really sweet, and I asked her, I told her I'd put them all back, and she said, oh no, it's fine, you can buy them. I'll just give you the whole cart full for like $2. So I got all those plush you just saw for $2 total. So that was crazy good deal. There was a lot of vintage plush in there and a lot of Disney plush. I do really, really good with plush. and I like picking it up because it's fun. These dresses I also ended up getting a great deal on. I'm not really sure if they'll sell. I know some older retro type things are in style right now. I don't know if these are it exactly, but I thought they were kind of pretty. I ended up finding, I think, 5 or 6 of them. Normally they have their dresses for, I think, $4 or $5 a piece, but she said she didn't think anybody else was going to buy those, and she was also all excited when I told her about my $20 thrift for the day goal. So she ended up asking how much did I have left in my budget, and I told her about $10, and she ended up selling me my entire cart for $10, which was absolutely insane and super sweet of her. Like, I was so blown away that happened. I was not expecting that. I was honestly gonna go over my budget and just, oh well, I went over my budget like normal. I'm used to that. But she helped me stay in my budget. It was so sweet. Yeah, that's another one of those dresses. I don't know, you guys. Tell me in the comments if you think these were worth picking up or not. I'm gonna list them and see what happens. This one I did not get. I felt like the waist was just really long. That was me trying to figure out why it was so long. Doesn't it look really long? Is it supposed to be like scrunched up and like baggy on the top? I don't know. I'm not sure. It was cute though. I maybe should have grabbed that one, especially if I had known I was going to get such a good deal on them. But at that time I did not know that was going to happen, so I did get that one also. It came with a belt. I think these are maybe from like the 80s. That's like a sailor looking one. I grabbed this one too. I don't know, I think they have that like cottagecore kind of aesthetic. I think somebody will like them. I think I put this one back also. I really like the colors. It looks kind of like beachy, abstract, geometric, tribal-ish. Felt like there could be a lot of keywords for that one, but it was kind of faded. Now I'm kind of regretting that I didn't grab it, especially since I got such a crazy deal on the dresses. That's another one I wished I had picked up and I didn't, but maybe I'll go back. I don't know if I'll get that lucky again though. That's never happened to me there with the cashier giving me such a great deal. This one was really pretty. It looked like fancier than the rest. It was like a pink silky material. It does have one tiny spot right there, but I think I can get that out. Yeah, y'all let me know what you think about these. Did I waste my money on those? I mean, if so, they were only less than $1 a piece, basically, so maybe I'll redonate them if they don't sell. They had so many clothes. I really wanted to look better, but after working a 12-hour night shift, I was just getting exhausted. And like I said, I'm trying to stay away from clothes, so that skirt was really cute. I think it came from the same person that donated all those dresses, but it ended up being really sheer and like see-through, cheap kind of material, so I put it back. But I like to think when I find stuff like this that all looks like it would have came from the same person, I always like to make this little story in my head, like who owned it and, you know, what kind of person they are and why did they get rid of it. And then I try to think of other things that would fit with that theme that they may have donated. Like, you know, those look like fancy little tea dresses, like tea party dresses or something. So I would probably look for like cute little vintage teacups and like nice jewelry, and it just looks like something somebody kind of fancied up would wear. So maybe like a cute little purse or some dress shoes. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I do that though. But it has worked in the past. Like, A couple weeks ago, I found all this equestrian themed stuff, and I was like, okay, the same person had to have donated all this. And it was like all these Western wear, like, shirts, and there was a bunch of cowboy boots that I ended up finding, and some like horse ceramic, Indian ceramic type stuff. And yeah, I really think it all came from the same person, and I probably wouldn't have thought to look for some of it if I hadn't had that thought process. So I'm trying to justify my weird thinking here. Am I the only one that does that? Y'all tell me if I'm weird. It's fine. That was a cute dress too, but I put it back. Realized I forgot my cart. I went back to get it. Another cute flower dress. That jacket I look at every time I come in there. I've comped it before and it actually sells pretty good, but for some reason I just never pick it up. Maybe I will one day. This dress was really cute. I thought it was like super fancy, sequin, beaded, vintagey looking. If I had realized I was gonna get such a great deal, I definitely would have grabbed it. But normally they sell those fancier dresses for like $8 each, and I just wasn't sure it would be worth picking up. Maybe I'll go back for it. What do you guys think? Look at all that plush in there. Shoes. They had shoes and shoes and shoes. These ones I looked at for a minute because I kept thinking they were some kind of brand I had heard was a bolo. Which, if you guys don't know, that's be on the lookout. But I couldn't figure out ultimately if they were the right brand. And they were kind of dirty anyway, so I did not bother comping that. I just put them back. I can't remember what the brand said now, or what I thought they were, but I've never noticed till I watched this video, but this store has everything painted so bright and colorful. Those shoes, I think I was saying there that I think the dress person probably donated those shoes too. They look like they would have gone with those little fancy dresses. I have so many shoes to list, and I just have not been doing great with the shoes lately. I don't know. I think it's because the shipping's a little higher. Maybe people just don't want to pay the shipping. That purse was really cute, or backpack rather. It had little Christmas dogs. I think I ended up putting that back though. I can't remember. This was super loud and bright. It was like a construction worker print, like Bob the Builder. I don't know if it was supposed to be a diaper bag maybe. I grabbed it for a while and I carried it around and then I put it back. Anytime I see anything weird like that, or like super colorful or tacky-ish, I usually grab it because somebody out there will love it, somebody weird like me. But ultimately, I think I put that back. Now I'm wishing I had spent more time looking at the clothes. I just wasn't feeling it that day. I thought that was an interesting shirt, but I did not get it. These are all swimsuits. So they had their swimsuits marked, I think $5.99 a piece. I did grab maybe 4 or 5 of them, and she ended up giving me my whole cart for $10, like I said. So I don't know, I maybe paid like a quarter or 50 cents for them. That was a vintage Nautica swimsuit, and it looked all sailorish. I really like the sailor looking stuff because we recently just got a sailboat. So, I don't know, I always gravitate towards that. I might keep some of these for myself even. They had a lot that were new with tags, and some of them were marked as like $80 or $100. I think that was one of the ones that was marked as like $100, and I think I got that one. Can't remember if I put that one back or not. At some point I would like to do a video where I show you guys everything I got that day. That'll be like part 2 of this video. I'll just have to get it recorded. That was, I think, a Nautica as well. New with tags. I think I maybe put that one back though. Because again, I didn't think I was gonna get the deal I got. And I was trying to trim my stuff down so I could at least be close to $20. That was a cute, like, vintage kind of jeans stripey suit. I think the tag said it was a $114 swimsuit. I wasn't familiar with the brand, but I did end up grabbing that one. And this one also I grabbed. That was like $100 some tag. I want to say it was Nautica also. That was a cute one too. I think that was H&M. I should have grabbed that. I've been trying to get all my summer stuff listed, like swimsuits especially. I've done pretty good with those. Recently I had one that I found at Salvation Army for a quarter on quarter day, and it was new with tags, and it was like a $150 suit, and I ended up selling it for I think $75. So that was a great profit on 25 cents. I think that one said Talk to the Sand, but it was just a Walmart brand. My camera skills will get better in time, I'm sure. These were all jackets. This Umber jacket. Kind of wished I had grabbed that now. It was so bright and colorful. It looked like 80s vibes. I don't know if it actually was vintage or it was just made to look vintage, but kind of wishing I had grabbed it now. I just didn't know how it would do. That sweater was cute. My daughter would like that sweater, but it was too small. I'm trying not to pick up so many sweaters and jackets anymore. Those were like my jam all winter. I did so good with those, and I really love picking them up. I collect tacky sweaters myself, like for my own personal use, so I have a ton of tacky sweaters. It's always hard to decide if I'm going to keep or sell them because I love them so much too. I guess I circled back around to the purses. I think this is when I picked up the construction worker Bob the Builder bag that I ended up putting back anyways. I also picked up the striped bag there, and I think I also put that one back. Don't remember why. And there's some more hats and some belts. Didn't see anything worth grabbing this time. I think that flower belt might have went to one of those dresses. Probably should have grabbed that. That is a full cart. Here I am looking at more bras and lingerie. I already told you guys that's can be a good bolo if you find the right thing, but I didn't see anything worth picking up this time. went back because I saw that Coogee wallet. I'm so glad I spotted that. It's really cute. Coogee always sells for me. If you ever find the sweaters, those are like a huge bolo. That's one of my ultimate like unicorn items that I would love to find, but I have not found one so far in the wild. But if anybody ever sees those, they are definitely, like, they sell for hundreds of dollars if you get the right ones. These, I have the big suitcase that matches that I actually got at a completely different thrift store. It's Diane von Furstenberg. I usually pick up these tapestry type bags if they're cheap. The big suitcase I already have listed. I think I have it listed for 40 bucks and I got it for $2. So I grabbed these so that I can list the whole set. Maybe it will sell better. It has had a lot of interest, but it hasn't sold yet, the big suitcase, which is kind of a good thing because now I can add these to it. But the only issue is shipping on those is a little high because of the dimensions. I think that's why I'm having trouble getting it sold. But I also put on my listing, you know, if you want to bundle things, you can fill the whole suitcase and the weight limit will still cover under the same shipping price. So, you know, to maximize what you're spending on shipping, you might as well fill the suitcase. So maybe somebody will do that one day. I thought that was a pretty good idea. If I went to somebody's closet and saw a suitcase for sale that I liked and also a bunch of other stuff, I would totally fill the suitcase and make the most of my shipping. I thought I had found some more of those Anthony Richards gowns right there, but they were not. They were a different brand. Sometimes silk pajamas can do really well too. I've picked those up in the past and done good with them, but you have to have the set, and that was just the shirt. Here's some more art. I told you guys earlier I've been picking up a lot of art, but I did not see anything here. Not that time at least. Last time I was there I picked up quite a bit of art. This one I thought was like a coffin or something. I'm still not really sure what that is in that picture. It was kind of interesting. That looked like old vintage stuff, but I think it was a reproduction. Sometimes reproductions can still do good. It just depends, but I'm really a newbie about art. I'm trying to learn more about it. It can be really profitable if you know what you're doing. This is a huge thrift store, as y'all can see. I'm not even like halfway through, and I ran out of space to film, but that chair cover that just fell down, the rooster chair cover, I thought that was so cute, and I think it would definitely sell, but there was only one of them, and I'm not sure if anybody would buy one chair cover, or cushion. I guess it would be a chair cushion. So I did not end up getting it, but I did go back and pick it up off the floor. I didn't leave it on the floor, I promise. That little tapestry pillow I almost got. I think I did not end up getting it though, but those usually can sell pretty well, especially like the holiday theme ones. I think I've sold every single one I've ever picked up, and they're usually only like 50 cents to pick up. Those were some Yu-Gi-Oh sheets, and then these little surfer sheets. I just recently found a surfer Pottery Barn quilt, like a patchwork quilt that would have gone perfectly with those, but I already sold it. So that was a really good find. I got it for $3 and I think I sold it for 60 or 70. Those were, I think, Bratz dolls on there. I did not get that. And then Blue's Clues, I did end up picking that up. Vintage sheets can do pretty well, and it was super cute. So I'll have to make a video next of everything that I got because I ran out of space here. Hey, so if you made it to the end of my video, thank you so much for watching. Please comment and like and subscribe and share and do all of the things. It would be awesome to get some followers on here and make some more videos. I had a lot of fun doing that, and hopefully they will get better as I go on and learn more about doing this. I'm going to try to do some jewelry unboxing videos this week. I'll have a few days off of work, so it will be nice to have some time to focus on other things. And I hope you guys have a great week, and thanks for watching.